Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I last uploaded, but I thought I might as well try and get a bit consistent and start uploading again. So Goodyear have contacted me and are willing to send me out Eagle F1s for me to review. So that's what today's video is going to be about. I thought I might as well change up the wheels that I have currently on the car now, which is the Flesson, Aluwerks Flesson wheels, to something a bit new. Well, a bit new and a bit similar. So shout out to alloys.co.uk for sending me out some wheels. I'll reveal the wheels once I've got the new tyres on. So we're going to head over to HiQ Tyres to get the new tyres on, and then I'll reveal the wheels, and then after that we'll go straight into the review of the tyres. So I am now back from HiQ Tyres. They put the Eagle F1 Supersport on the wheels that I chose, and I brought it back to alloys.co.uk here to now fit them to the car. I've done 3 of the wheels except one, so I won't show it yet. I'll wait till I get to a bit of a better place to review the tyres, and then once there I'll review the tyres and then show you the wheels as well. So you joined me 2 weeks on from the last clip. I'm in a very, let's say, scenic place with the weather looking like it's going to rain. It was clear on the way out here, but yeah, it's been 2 weeks for the reason that I didn't want to jump in the car and give a review then straight away off the bat. I thought it'd be a bit more better for me to live with the tyres for 2 weeks and then test them in conditions where it's raining and when it's dry, so that in this segment of the video I can give my honest opinion about them. So I'll show you around the wheels that I've chose and the tyres again. Just ignore that big truck going past. But yeah, and then we'll get straight into the review. I forgot to mention as well, the car is pretty dirty because the roads haven't been the best on the way here. So please don't have a go at me in the comments about how dirty they are and this and that. But yeah, we'll cut to the cinematics now. So as you can tell, it's raining, well, hailing instead. So I'll take it easy. I don't want to go too crazy that I end up being in the car. But yeah, what's the best thing to test these tyres out? I was thinking is obviously a launch control. So let's get to a location where we can safely do a launch control. So I have found a safe space where I can launch control the car and not put anybody at risk. Let's roll forward a bit and see if it lets me launch control. Let me try. There we go. Even in the wet, the tyres are good. So that's one way to start the review. So first thing I'd like to say about these tyres is that they grip in all sorts of conditions. If it's dry, if it's wet, whatever, like you just saw there, the launch control, it's raining, it was hailing, and it still managed to put the power down well. One thing I've noticed as well is that if I go into a corner a bit too fast and the car feels a bit uneven, they still manage to give you the grip that you always need. I wouldn't rely 100% on them because at the end of the day you never happen. But because the tyre wall is a lot harder than other tyres, they don't deform under that much stress. So that's one benefit I've noticed. Another one is obviously the grip, but I think that's down to the tread pattern. And I think I was talking to Goodyear and they were saying something about they've added silica, but don't quote me on that, or more elements to make the tyres a bit more grippier. Overall, day to day, they're very, very good tyres. I'll probably, if I ever go for another set of wheels, which I most likely will, I'll go for the Eagle F1 Supersports again, because I'm that impressed by them. I never really thought of going for these tyres, but when Goodyear contacted me and were like, "I'm going to send you up a pair and give us an honest opinion about them," I thought I might as well. So another thing that I've noticed of that is they come with a lip protector. Not much performance tyres, I'd say, come with a lip protector. So if I ever come too close to a curb, or when I'm parking, especially when I'm parking up, I know if I graze a bit, hopefully the lip protector will protect the rims. But I'd say it doesn't mean that you can just go full speed into a curb and curb your wheels and be like, "Oh look, they didn't protect my wheels," if that makes sense. Another thing is that road noise, funny enough, I'm sorry if you can hear some noises, it'll probably be my window wipers, or I've got stuff in the car as well, like filming equipment. But yeah, road noise wise, they're pretty quiet. I've had them on a motorway sitting at 70 miles per hour, obviously because it's a speed limit, and there was nothing. It's only wind noise I could hear, which I'm pretty surprised, because a lot of tyres, especially the ones I've got, which are 235, 35, 19s, they're pretty, I wouldn't say thin, but they are thin, if that makes sense. So you do hear a lot of like tyre noise, if that makes sense. They're pretty comfortable. As you can see, I'm not on the best of roads, and it's like absorbing them, if that makes sense. One thing to note is that a few months ago I have had KW height adjustable suspension installed on the car, so obviously that will make a difference. But I've driven on tyres which are not the Goodyear F1 Supersports with the KW Haas kit, and at the moment I'm preferring the Goodyear F1 Supersport. Like for example, now I know it's a bit down, but I'm just putting my foot down a little and it's just gripping, especially in corners, as you can see right now. I wouldn't be putting this much support into these tyres if I didn't believe in them. I've had them on for 2 weeks, like I said, and that I've launch controlled them multiple times to see how they handle, but not once has the car ever like went where I didn't want it to go, if that makes sense. Because I've had tyres before in the past where I've launch controlled it and the back end came out, or if I've went around a corner a bit too fast or something, like the back end comes out and it wiggles a bit, if that makes sense. But I haven't experienced that with these tyres. To show you how good they are, I'll launch control it again, and I bet you they won't spin. I could put money on it. Alright, here we are. There you go, look. Hooked up again. All the time they just hook up. Like it's nothing. If you've got something rear wheel drive, like maybe like an M2 or an M140R, I know a lot of people have got them. M240, M3, GT M3, the F80 M3, whatever you've got that's all-wheel drive, and you feel like you're not really putting the power down well, I strongly recommend these tyres. I know at the moment we've got my brother used to have an M2 and he used to struggle putting the power down, but if I knew about these tyres sooner, we could have put these on there and then I could have given you a review on that as well. But yeah, if I ever go for anything in the future that's rear-wheel drive, I'm most likely, if not indefinitely, going for these tyres on there. overall review on the tyres is that, in my eyes, are pretty good. One thing I want to note is that if I do get the chance, I want to review the Goodyear track equivalent of these on track, obviously, and experience how they are. Then I can give my overall opinion about what I think about the track ones compared to the street or sport ones. But yeah, I'll find a lay-by when I can, and then I'll summarise the video, and then from there we can see what we do in the future with if we do any more tyre reviews or whatever it is. But a big thank you to Goodyear for actually sending me these tyres out for me to actually review. Not a lot of companies would be willing to send out tyres for someone to review and to see if they, and also on top of that, let the person give their honest opinion about the tyres. So a big thank you to them. So I am back where I filmed the cinematics. Overall opinion on the tyres, I love them. I'd go for them again. I probably will go for them again. The wheels, I think they make the car look 10 out of 10. I strongly recommend anyone who's got an RS3 or even an S3 or a Golf R to hit alloys.co.uk up for a pair of XT2 wheels. Even if you want the Flessons, what I had on previously. If anybody does want to buy my previous tyres and wheels, drop me a message on Instagram or even this video, or get in contact with me, and I'll probably do you a deal with the wheels and tyres together. Before I summarise this video, I'd like to say a big thank you to Goodyear for supplying me the Eagle F1 Supersports. I think I butchered the name there. But yeah, and a big thank you to alloys.co.uk for providing me the XT2 wheels that I've got on the car right now. I forgot to run you through the setup I've got on the car as well. So to run you through the setup I've chosen for the car, I went for a 42 offset XT2 wheel with a 12mm Aluwerks spacer, and as you can see there's Goodyear tyres. And then on the back I've went for a different offset. I've gone for 35 offset with no spacer, and it's sitting pretty nice. Both of the wheels are, I'd say, bang on the arch. If I put a spacer on the back, I don't want to bring out too much, so it's not like I'll fill my MOT, it won't be road legal. But yeah, if anybody else wants this setup as well, hit up alloys.co.uk. I'll leave a link for the Goodyear tyres in the description, and also a link for the wheels that I've got in the car. So to finally conclude, once again, I'm going to leave a link to the tyres in the description, and also a link to the wheels that I've got in the description. Wait for the car to pass. Also follow us on Instagram, Inzy_KLQ, and also you might as well follow Goodyear on Instagram, it's starting to rain, and also follow alloys.co.uk on Instagram as well. I hope you enjoy the video. Let me know what you think about the wheels on the car and how the car looks, and like the video. I'll be back probably soon, so stay tuned.